of my favorite South African bands, The Soil, is joining me on Skype. Now, the last time I spoke to them, we actually did the interview in bed at the Cape Town Jazz Festival. Guys, what have you been up to since then?
We went to New York at the Harlem, in fact, at the Apollo Theater in Harlem for the second time. And we did a show there. It was under the Africa Now Festival, and it was pretty amazing. Our host was the legendary Hugh Masekela, and he invited us onto the stage, and we blew everyone away. We got ourselves a standing ovation, and we left on the 6th of September this year. Then a week later, we flew to the UK to take part at the Afro Vibes Festival, which was a month long. We did all the cities under the UK, and we just came back on the 10th of November, just now. And after spending just 2 days at home, we went to Mozambique to do 2 nights of performances, and we just came back a day before.
Now, the first time we chatted, we talked about your first performance at the Apollo Theater. Now you've performed there twice. I can't imagine the experience. Like, you guys were so excited the first time. What does it feel like to now have performed there twice, getting standing ovations and this amazing acclaim?
How does it feel to perform at the Apollo Theater for the second time?
It's wow. It was very nerve-wracking, and because this time we're performing at the bigger stage, at the main stage, and it was almost a sold-out show. And immediately when we started our first song, right at the beginning, people were clapping already, and it was just overwhelming. And it feels like more blessings are coming in, because we heard that we are wanted again to come back to Apollo Theater for the 3rd time, which means we must just build ourselves a house for the Apollo Theater. Just,
Well, congratulations. I can't imagine what that feels like for an artist. I actually spoke to Toya DeLazy yesterday, and she said she performed there at the Apollo just last month also. And I just can't imagine. So congratulations. Now, I want to talk about this tour in the UK. What was London like?
Oh, so in the UK.
UK was fantastic. It was so much like hectic, kind of, because we were performing every day, and we were doing like your workshops before maybe the performance, and we did like the whole of UK, your Lancaster, Manchester, Birmingham, Rockingham, London, you know, Edinburgh, everything, everything in the UK. It was so nice because some of the shows were sold out, and it was proper. Yeah.
And how are these international audiences in the US and the UK perceiving African music? Are they enjoying it? What are their thoughts on African music right now?
I mean, in the US, it's a good thing, because the likes of Miriam Makeba and Ladysmith, Black Mambazo, Hugh Masekela, they paved the way long before we were even thinking about singing ourselves. And they can connect even with the click sounds that we also make, because they are accustomed to such music. And there's a strong connection as well between New York, especially Harlem, politically as well, to our country. They are so linked, and under the arts umbrella as well, we are so linked. So they so warm, and they very attentive, and they relate the music spot on. And it's pretty much the same way in the UK, but you know, the crowd in the UK, they take longer to warm up to even the fast-paced songs. You need to sort of nudge them to dance, then they start dancing. But when they start dancing, they do not stop dancing. So it's really a nice contrast to see an international audience and then come back to perform for a South African audience. And we also saw in Mozambique, it was such a mixture of both audiences, where they start being attentive to the music. And when it's time to dance, they dance. And when they know the songs, they then sing along. We love such audiences. We cannot wait to continue performing across the whole of